Inside Jeff Bezos' $165 million mega mansion. Jeff Bezos went on a shopping spree befitting the world's richest man. The Amazon.com Incorporated founder agreed to pay $165 million for a Beverly Hills mansion resting on 9 acres, setting a record for a Los Angeles area home. The property, designed for Hollywood film titan Jack Warner in the 1930s, was described by Architectural Digest in 1992 as the archetypal studio mogul's estate. Built in Georgian style with expansive terraces and its own 9-hole golf course, join us as we take a virtual glance at the new home of the filthy rich tech guru. Spanning 9 acres, Bezos' new showplace was initially designed in Spanish colonial revival style. Still, it was reimagined as a grand Georgian mansion in the 1930s by architect Roland Kuwait for movie mogul Jack Warner. The luxurious property previously belonged to David Geffen, the founder of DreamWorks Pictures. Geffen had owned the home since 1990 when he paid $47.5 million for it in an all-cash deal, the Los Angeles Times previously reported. At the time of Geffen's purchase, the property featured 8 bedrooms, a card room, a screening room, and a domed bar. Geffen was particularly interested in Warner's office, which had been left intact, according to the book David Geffen Builds, Buys, and Sells New Hollywood. Outside, the property holds a golf course, a series of fern gardens, fountains, and sculptures. A 300-foot tree-lined drive ends at a circular motor court. Elsewhere on the grounds are a pool and tennis court. It is also said to be covered in paintings by famous American artists and including a floor once owned by Napoleon. According to agents who were contracted during the search, Bezos had been shopping for an estate for months. A few months after shelling millions on the historically rich property, the Amazon honcho forked another $10 million to buy the adjacent home. Bezos' small property is still impressive. Initially built in 1930, the 4,615 square foot 2-story house was designed by noted architect Sumner Spalding and was recently given a significant upgrade by the current owner, who purchased the home for $5.45 million in 2018. The property features a sweet, sun-drenched home with dark hardwood floors, built-in bookshelves, and crown moldings in most of the main living areas. A brick fireplace in the formal living room is flanked by French doors that open into the tree-lined outdoors. The house has a total of 6 fireplaces. The dining room, made spacious by a white-painted lofted wood beam ceiling, also has a set of French doors that open onto an enclosed brick courtyard, ideal for outdoor dining. The hedge-fronted palace comprises 3 bedrooms and 4.5 bathrooms. Also, it features a den, a media room, a library, and a number of intricate wrought iron-lined balconies on the second floor that overlook the courtyard. In the back, an offering of vegetable and rose garden round out the understated property. Bezos had been touring mega mansions with girlfriend Lauren Sanchez immediately after finalizing his divorce from ex-wife Mackenzie Bezos. The centi-billionaire Amazon CEO toured and eventually passed on a 26-room Bel Air mansion that later broke sales records as it sold to Rupert Murdoch's son, Lachlan Murdoch, in December 2019. Bezos and Sanchez's house hunting was a hot topic among high-end Los Angeles real estate brokers. Bezos and his girlfriend are also rumored to have toured Casa Encantada, a 40,000 square foot estate in Bel Air. That mansion features a guest house, a pool house, a basketball court, a tennis court, greenhouses, a rose garden, and koi ponds, all with restored 1930s finishing. Casa Encantada has an asking price of $225 million, making it the most expensive property currently on the market in the United States, according to the Times. Despite having more money than any other person on Earth, Bezos apparently had limited options when it came to home buying. Reportedly, there were less than 10 properties for sale in the Los Angeles area that met the Amazon CEO's needs. Bezos is a property maniac. His list of homes is nothing short of envy-inducing. He has a number of homes across the U.S. and is currently the country's 25th largest landowner, according to the Land Report, a publication that tracks land ownership in the U.S. properties. His property collection includes several homes on over 10 acres of land on the shores of Lake Washington in Medina, Washington, 2 neighboring houses in Beverly Hills, California, a former museum in Washington, D.C., 2 linked apartments in a landmark Art Deco tower on Manhattan's Central Park West, and over 300,000 acres in West Texas. In June 2019, 2 months after announcing his headline-laced divorce, Bezos reportedly splashed out $80 million on 3 apartments over 3 adjacent floors in New York. A few months later, he added a 4th floor to his apartment living space at an additional $16 million. The 4 condos at 5th Avenue close to Broadway, the Theater District, boast a combined floor space of 20,000 feet, comprising the penthouse flat and 3 floors below. The city dwelling boasts 15 bedrooms, 14 bathrooms, all lined with Italian marble, and huge expanses of open-plan living areas. The building comes with a cinema room, games room, fully equipped gym, and a golf simulator, as well as a 24-hour concierge service. The 5th Avenue apartments are not the only property Bezos owns in the Big Apple. In 1999, he bought 3 condos in an Art Deco Manhattan building overlooking Central Park for $7.6 million. The billionaire businessman's home base is in Washington, D.C., where he bought a converted textile museum in 2016 for $23 million. Built in 1912, the historic building is in the heart of the capital's swanky Kalorama district, where neighbors include Barack and Michelle Obama and Ivanka Trump. He also owns the property next door, which is linked by a covered driveway. The 2 buildings on the property have nearly 27,000 square feet of living space, making it the largest home in Washington, D.C. As a child, Bezos spent his summer at his grandparents' ranch in Texas, and he was keen for his 4 children to have the same experience. He owns a 300,000-acre ranch in Van Horn, Texas, which boasts a vast mansion and a bunkhouse, which sleeps 12. The colossal estate also allows him to indulge in another childhood fantasy, launching rockets into space. It includes the base for his private space company, Blue Origin, where test flights for his space tourism craft New Shepard began in 2006. The sought-after waterfront town of Medina, near Seattle, is where Bezos owns 2 more of his properties. The mogul reportedly paid $10 million for the first property in 1998, a 20,600 square foot, 5-bedroom, 4-bathroom house overlooking Lake Washington. He also owns an adjacent home, which has 5 bedrooms and 4 bathrooms, rumored to have cost $53 million. Medina, also home to Bill Gates, is located on a peninsula just across the lake from Seattle and attracts billionaire entrepreneurs because of its small population of 3,000, relative security, and private beaches. It's unclear what Bezos plans to do with the new home that he just purchased. However, that enormous amount of money is no skin stretcher for the world's richest man, whose net worth has skyrocketed within the past year. According to BuzzFeed, Bezos now makes more than $12 million per hour or $311 million per day. Amazon is thriving amid the coronavirus pandemic. In July 2019, the company posted a record quarter with $88.9 billion in sales, causing its stocks to climb 6% in after-hours trading. It is perfectly clear Bezos is interested in 2 things: making a lot of money and buying several properties. What would you do differently if you were in his place? Let us know in the comment section below. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to leave a like and subscribe. Oh, and turn on post notifications.